Yep, so we're going to watch some Undisputed today, considering all the NBA games were yesterday, or, the first game, except for the day before that. Now that NBA season's here, you can expect a lot more Undisputed during the week, man. I definitely want to see what they have to say. It's something I'll be watching off camera a lot, too, so might as well watch it on camera. We're going to check out this Wemby segment, obviously just a little bit of it, not all of it. They're having Paul Pierce on lately for the NBA. I like that. So let's go ahead and see.
At the beginning, I was like, he's going through some growing pains.
Let's go ahead and see what they got to say.
Trouble. He has to get
I think
used
Wemby was the best.
to the NBA.
It was kind of a boring day, honestly. We went to every single game, so check it out.
He had like a Zion-like debut in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
remember when Zion came in? It was like he was coasting through the first 3 quarters and fourth quarter. It looked like he was about to will his team to victory. I mean, he came in, knocked down some threes, blocked some shots. And in the defensive side of the ball, that's where I was thoroughly impressed. Look at this. He blocks Kyrie's shot from the wing, and then he makes threes effortlessly. I mean, this guy, in my opinion,
he's looking good, man. And yeah, he had the Zion type debut. I remember
Rookie
that.
of the year and Defensive Player year all in the same year. And I don't think we've ever seen this year.
Wow.
He can win defensive. He has that type of potential because when I watched him, you cannot score on this guy one-on-one. He can guard 1 through 5 positions. We watched him guard Kyrie right here. He's not going to drive him. He's just going to go to a step to the side, pull up, and he contests everything. So the shots that he's not blocking, he's altering. He's discouraging guys from going at the rim, shooting layups. I mean, it's impressive the impact he has on that side of the ball. And just think about it. He's still wet behind the ears. He doesn't even know the NBA game yet. And he's just been that impressive.
So when you look at it, Skip and Paul, I obviously did not lay eyes on him in the preseason summer league. Now, I mean, it was like, okay, he's tall, right? You didn't have an opportunity to really look at his game and dissect it. Now, last night, there was an opportunity to look at the game and dissect it. I can tell you this, he's calm. You can see in the fourth quarter the maturity level, things that he learned from making those fouls and those mistakes. Because like Paul said, the referees, he's got to get used to that. One foul was just I'm taller than you, you under my armpits, and I went to post you up and I hit you. So, okay, now he'll understand that a little bit more. Instead of standing tall, he'll try to get low when he gets on the block before he faces somebody up. Knocking down threes, obviously, you talked about that, Paul. You talked about that, Skip. He's a guy that I look at right now, and like Paul said, he could be the Defensive Player of the Year and the Rookie of the Year. When you talk about Defensive Player of the Year, not only will he block shots, he changes his shot trajectory. So when you're looking at him guarding 1 through 5, a lot of guys are long in the NBA, you know that, Paul, and they're not very athletic. When you look at Porzingis, he's extremely tall and long, but he doesn't have the ability and the agility to do some of the things that you see this kid doing when he can step out front at the top of the key, slide left to right with somebody, and if they decide to beat him on the dribble, his length will allow him to catch up and get back in the action. So I was impressed with it. I thought, okay, all right. The only thing that still discourages me, he looks like a pencil. Now, I also understand the NBA is different than it was many years ago when you had the Charles Oakleys of the world looking to beat a guy up. He doesn't have to worry about that now because it's more of a finesse game, and it fits right into what his skill set is. I think he's here to stay. I'll hold pause for the greatest player and all that sort of stuff, Skip, till later on because we need to see a whole lot more.
The greatest potential.
Okay, we can say that.
We can say that.
Okay, I'm going to listen to you then on that one, Paul.
I am not seeing that yet. And by the way, Keyshawn, what was your playing weight? Help me out.
And Skip is a Spurs fan, by the way.
That's interesting. Let's just keep it at about
mid-career.
Let's keep it about 215.
215-ish, 220-ish.
Yeah. Okay. So you had to go up.
Okay. So this kid is 215 pounds right now. So that to your point. Okay. And he's 7 feet 4 inches tall, and some people
he's so
think
much bigger than me. It's not even close.
Okay. Okay. I got it. I've said this from the start. I'm going to say it again. I see all the ability at 7'4". I get all that. But at 7 feet 4 inches tall, he sees himself as more Steph than Shaq. And it drives me a little crazy that he does not want to assert himself in the paint yet at all. And I put the in there because to Paul's point.
Yeah, I agree. Because I'm a big on big man. Get the heck down low. I don't care about this new gen shooting. It's not going to win you championships, bro.
That was France. A lot of ex-NBA players over there, a lot of soon-to-be NBA players over there. So he got a taste of professional basketball in France.
Yeah.
he could become by far the greatest 7'4" distance shooter we have ever seen, because you want to talk about beautiful motion and movement and pure form. It's a beautiful stroke that he has from three. It's effortless, as Paul said, and he is fearless with it. But you can already see his favorite shot on the floor is the three-point shot, and he's 7 feet 4 inches tall.
Shit.
For most of the game, he had taken 4 threes. He'd made a couple of them because he could make them. He made another one that they got called on an illegal screen, so he could have had another 3. They're sweet. The arc is like beautiful. It's like to the rafters. I get all that, but it wasn't until 6:53 was left in the game that he finally made a shot at the rim. And if we could see the shot at 6:53, he's sort of fallen sideways, and it's just a little put in, actually. The pass was slightly off target, and he almost missed it's just a lob dunk, but he had to barely get it over the rim. Okay, it wasn't Shaq-like. It didn't, like, he didn't tear the rim down. And
I mean, he hasn't got that muscle,
that
but
kid
he's gonna get
for
stronger.
the other team, that
Lively?
Derek Lively,
Yeah,
he was
shout out
the
that boy.
12th pick
That's what I
in
just
the
said.
draft out of Duke. And by the way, he is 7'1". He
Shout out
didn't
that
look
boy.
it up against
That's a great game.
Wembanyama, but could we see the shot that he made on the putback dunk that came right after this? This is Lively on the putback. He just, I think we're about to see it here. He's going to soar in and just slam it. Okay, he took the game over. He actually slightly outplayed Wembanyama in total, because he had 16 and 10 rebounds. And I saw at the rim presence and dominance from that kid where you say, wow, that is a significant in the paint
That was a good
force
pickup, man.
that I didn't see
good.
much from Wembanyama. But the point is, the flurry that he had at the end of the game, when you can score 9 points in about 4 clock minutes and the game is on the line, that was highly impressive. He sort of saved his night. And that shot that he made, remember, he's being guarded for most of the night by a 6'6" guy named Grant Williams, who used to play for your Boston Celtics. And he is your basic, hard-nosed, stout, stocky, sort of gray area NBA defender. He'll get up under you. He'll get up in you. He'll irritate you.
Agree.
And obviously, Jason Kidd said, just go ahead and get out on him and bother him a little bit. But if he shoots over you, he's going to shoot over you, because he's, how many inches is that? That's like 6. That's 10 inches taller. He's 10 inches taller than you. And the best shot of the night was the pull-up that he made late. And it was let me see where it is here. Yeah, it's the one that he hit over Grant Williams with 3:55. It was a 12-footer, if we could see this. This was sweet. If he can do this, this is Kevin Durant-like.
Yeah, they actually ran a play for him.
Yeah, they
right
ran
here.
a play, and he just went right up over Grant Williams and said, you cannot guard me. So, again, that's just KD all day and all night. And if you can do that, whew, that's who's going to stop that? Because who's going to guard him?
And he will be able to do that. He only played 23 minutes before foul trouble.
True.
So when you talk about Lively,
All right, man. Let me know your thoughts on Wemby, man.